Welcome to 6 Minute Hump Day, where we help entrepreneurs get through their busy week with a dash of inspiration, motivation, and a touch of education.
Welcome to episode number 42 of the Jeff Lopes podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Lopes. We got a special guest on today, Gilad Hanina. Gilad is a Instagram specialist, and he's going to give you some insight for all the brand builders out there, help you build your following and your engagement. Sit back and enjoy, everyone. We are live on the Jeff Lopes podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Lopes. We are on our 6 minute hump day. We're going to do a 2-part series with Gilad Hanina, and it's going to be amazing because we're going to be dropping on 2 topics. The first one will be focusing on Instagram. He's going to give us some tips and to help our Instagram followers. And then we're also going to be focusing on another topic on segment number 2. So, Gilad, say hello to everyone.
Hey everyone. So I got 6 minutes. So let's make them valuable. I guess 6 minutes about Instagram is hard. I got so much to give, but I would take notice that I talk to people who just want to grow their brands and business on Instagram. And I would just give my best tips regarding to that. Common mistakes I see people are making, and my mindset and things they can change, mindset shifts they can have that will allow them to generate a lot more leads and grow their businesses and have a lot more interactions and connections, leveraging Instagram for their business. So let's get started. Are you ready, Jeff?
I'm ready, brother.
Okay, perfect. So when it comes to Instagram, if you are trying to use Instagram to grow your business, I guess there are some few major things you want to look at when you're getting started and when you are taking major steps in Instagram. So the first thing would be that you focus on authenticity and authentic conversations and not focus just on the numbers. Because if you just focus on, hey, I want to have this number, and you're trying to find a shortcut to get this number, but then this number wouldn't mean anything because you get 1 million followers that doesn't care about you or your brand, then you basically out with nothing. So the first thing you need to focus on is really who is your audience? How can you serve them and produce content that is going to push people, that's going to push your targeted audience into your way? Because if I'm a coach and I want to teach people how to improve their spirituality and connection with God, let's put it this way, and I'm going to post the pictures of my dog all day and the food I eat, then my targeted audience wouldn't care about it, right? So they don't have any reason following me. So when you are trying to get the relevant people, provide content and provide value that they would be interested in, because that's gonna pull them in. So that's the first thing that a lot of people go wrong with. They feel like they are growing their personal brand. So if it's their personal brand, they can post also their personal things in life, which is good. Yes, you should, but you should also look on how the people that you want are going to consume the content. If it's just going to be about stuff they don't care about, then it's not going to make sense for them to follow you, interact with you whatsoever. So that's the first thing. And then second thing, so many people get wrong is you need to worry about engagement, because after all, there is an algorithm on Instagram. And even if you're going to post the best content, all right, let's go to the example again. You're a coach, let's say now a fitness coach, and you're going to give really the best fitness tips on the planet. People pay thousands of dollars to get these tips. You give them for free on Instagram. But you don't worry about the algorithm. You don't worry how it's working. You don't worry about how Instagram is working. You just drop in the content. You're not going to get the reach. You're not going to get the audience that you want. Maybe if it's a miracle is going to happen, maybe you're going to blow up. But 99.9% of the chances, nothing is going to happen if you don't have a strategy that is going to allow you to grow. Because just like anything in life, you need to learn and you need to let's say, follow a proven plan, that is a proven strategy that is going to allow you to the level that you want. So in terms of going deep into this strategy, there are so many options, okay? And I can list them for hours. Like, there are so many options. If you go into YouTube and you type Instagram marketing or how to grow a brand, there are so many gurus, so many people telling you, do this, and so many different strategies. And as a beginner or even someone with a little bit of experience, you don't know what strategy to take. There are so many. And you're going to try this, it's not going to work. You're going to try this, maybe it's going to work a little bit. But after all, you don't follow a strategy. You're just moving around and playing. So I would recommend do the research and really find something that is proven to be working and stick with it. Because
let me dive in there. So would you
Yeah.
recommend if somebody's not hiring a company like yourself as a service
Yeah.
and they want to do it on their own, would you recommend, when you talk about find the strategy and follow it, would you recommend finding other individuals in the same niche that you see have engagements and see what they're doing? Is that what you mean?
100%. You got to do the market research. When I say you need to find the strategy, it's not just about learning from mentors. Yeah, if you can find a mentor or an agency or someone to help you, it's fine. But if you can find another 5 coaches and connect with them, maybe 2 of them already blew up, and you can ask them questions and you can learn from them, go ahead and do it, because you want to follow things that is proven to be working. If you want to learn how to build a coach profile, a fitness coach, and you're gonna talk to a model that was able to build her following, and you're gonna ask her for tips, maybe 1 or 2 tips are going to be good, but in the overall she doesn't have the strategy because she didn't do what you want to do. So you need to find people in your niche, in your space. You need to do the research about people who are teaching it, people who are doing it, and watch exactly what they do. And when I say research, focus not just on what they say, focus on what they do when it comes to how they show up on the stories, how they show up on the feed, what type of content do they use, what type of hashtags, how many times they post a day. Like, take notes of all these little things and start the research. Like when we have a new client, like even when we know what we are doing like an 8 hour of market research about the niche of our client, and we have this spreadsheet, full of lines, and we're filling it out with all the information about the market, because that's how we get all the information. So when you want to grow a brand, it's like growing a business. Let me give you a metaphor that would make sense to most people. You want to open a pizza place, right? You want to open a pizza place in your hometown, and you're going to just open it, right? What's going to happen? You don't know. But most pizza places are going to open, if they want to be successful, they have to go and ask the people in their town if they want to see if they love pizza. Maybe they don't love pizza. Maybe they are allergic to cheese, or I don't know. And they need to see if there's a different pizza places, right, that are doing it successfully. If not, maybe no one could. Or if yes, good, what they are doing. See what they are doing successfully. If they are failing, what they are doing that makes them fail. Like, gain all the information and then take an educated decision about how you want to play, or if you want to play. Maybe Instagram is not for you. Maybe it is. You need to have all the information before you start.
So market research is massive.
It's massive. It's so massive, and I can tell it to people who are asking me questions over and over and over again. And people feel like, maybe they did an hour of market research and they are done. They know their stuff. It's not working like that. Like, market research is ongoing process, and you do it day in and day out. Like, follow your competitors, follow the influencers you want to become like. Market research them every single day. Like, find the patterns. Like, if you feel like you've done market research for an hour or 2 hours and you feel like you got a plan, it's fine. But if you just stick with it and don't go forward down the road, then you're probably not gonna get the results. It's not just like doing anything else in life. You need to have the information. Let's put it this way. And then, do you
find with Instagram it's constantly changing? The platform's constantly changing, like now
100%.
with Reels and all that stuff. So you have to be always on top of the game, or you'll be falling behind all the time.
100%. My business, which is Instagram marketing agency, I almost closed the business about a year and a half ago because the algorithm changed. I had a business that was focusing only on growing viral on Instagram, which was amazing. I was getting such an amazing result, seriously. But then, I think it was like July, I think 2019 or even June, the algorithm, like a year ago, more than that, the algorithm changed, and boom, Instagram really limited their organic reach. They limited it. And now, until today, the organic reach is kind of down. And I wasn't able to provide the results that I was able to provide before the algorithm changed. And this took me into not able to provide results, not able to do the things that I promised to do or used to do, because the algorithm changed, and I almost closed the business. Now, what happened from this was positive, because this allowed me to really find a way for my business to keep providing the results, no matter if the algorithm is going to change, which is leveraging big influencers pages that are always going to be there, because Instagram is based on followers. And there's always going to be, if there's always going to be followers, there are always going to be big pages and influencers that you can leverage their traffic. But the thing is, yes, the algorithm is changing. So when I was almost closing the business, if I wasn't able to readapt and learn and, start to test different things, I could with ease give up and say, okay, let's try, YouTube is crashing right now. Let's try to open a YouTube business. I don't know, right? But so you gotta be willing to adapt and change. Yeah.
Do you find, and this is, did you find with Facebook, when the algorithm was altered through Facebook, the engagement, and I found that personally myself, the engagement through our sites, we weren't having the outreach, and that was the first reason I pushed myself onto Instagram, because I felt like Facebook, the engagement had really slowed down organically. Do you find that's happening now with Instagram again as well? Do you find the organic?
I'm not sure. I just feel, if there is one thing that I can elaborate in this space, is that so many people, they blame the algorithm, or to blame whatever reason why their Instagram is not working. But when I take a look on their accounts, when I know my stuff, right, I see exactly why it's not working. And it's not because of the algorithm, right? Maybe the algorithm here and there is changing, but there are some, content, market research, design, like curation, value, so many things that people, I like to explain to people who learn Instagram that it's working like a puzzle. You got to put all the places together to really see the full picture. And if you have a good content, you haven't done a market research, or you have a good content, you've done the market research, but you're not consistent, or you can even miss one part from this puzzle, and you're not going to get the result. And then it's the algorithm to blame, right? But so usually it's not the algorithm, it's you. It's how you do the things. And I would really, really, really dive into how to do the things before I try to say it's not working, because Instagram is a huge platform and so many people succeed on this platform, grow from nothing to something, making money and growing their influence, and are able to influence so many people because everyone is using Instagram nowadays. What will be in 10 years from now or 20, I don't know. But right now, it's people are using the platform, and it's growing and it's working. So the algorithm is the algorithm. It will keep changing. So keep blaming it wouldn't help, because it's keep changing. What you need to learn is how to play the game and be able to still grow, still make impact, leveraging the platform.
I'm going to drive. I know we're past our little segue here. I just want to ask one little quick question with something that's new on Instagram is Reels. What's your feedback on that so far? So
it's pretty hard to know, because it's just getting started. I feel like it's going to be huge in the next year or two, because that's where people go now. That's where the younger generation goes, and all the content is generated through Reels. Let's put it there, TikTok, Reels, whatsoever these types of content. I guess right now is what I can say about Reels, that it's an opportunity. When a new thing is coming into the market, it's an opportunity that you can maybe leverage, maybe not, but you should definitely check it out. That's my perspective about things.
Awesome. I appreciate that, brother. This has been a lot of information in a very short period. So I appreciate you stuffing that all in and helping our entrepreneurs with more of an understanding of Instagram. I'm going to put in all our show notes how to get a hold of Gilad and learn more about him and utilize his services, which is will help any entrepreneur as well. Once again, thank you for coming on our 6-minute hump day, and I look forward to part 2 next week. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you.
So wrap for today. Special thanks to Gilad for taking time his busy schedule to being a guest on the Jeff Knows Inc. podcast. If you guys enjoy this episode, please tell your friends, tell your family. Trying to build something special here. Leave a review. 5 stars would be absolutely amazing. Until next week, everyone, always move forward.